Good morning, happy hump day. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're working with a lot of e-commerce clients lately, and ultimately I always revert back to talking about my shoelaces store, Laces Out, as a case study. And I know I talked about it a lot before in the past, but it's a really great example of how you can get a lot of organic traffic on a new website with not a lot of authority by doing a lot of the nuts and bolts of SEO, right? Keyword research, content marketing, and on-page. So I went ahead and filmed a really short video, I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes, where I basically just run you through the on-page targeting and my strategy for building the product pages for that e-commerce site and a lot of the success that I had from it. It's part UX, part keyword research, part psychology, part audience understanding, but it's an important lesson, and you can definitely still get a lot of quick wins and traffic turnarounds from good on-page SEO in 2019. So hope you guys enjoy the video. If you have any questions, please leave me some comments, and I'll see you in the next one. As promised, I wanted to go through an example of an e-commerce page that I optimized from the ground up from both keyword research and on-page and UX as well. And while I sold this site about a year ago now, and the person made some changes to it, and this design honestly is a little bit dated, but the core building blocks of why this page ranked and ranks so well is really because of the keyword research and the on-page, and I want to run you through that thought process here. So first and foremost, as you can see also, it's the breadcrumbs, especially on e-commerce when, like I said, you've got these multiple different folder structures, category pages. It's always good to put these in here and then mark this up with structured data, so this will pull through into the SERPs. Always on e-commerce product pages have multiple different photos. Videos work really well too. Add the ability to zoom, but don't make the image clickable because we don't want it to open up and divert their attention away from the product page and potentially change the URL. Just give them the zoom figure here so they can see it closer. All these images should be tagged with alt tags, image titles that represent the image. So things like white shoelaces, flat shoelaces, 54-inch shoelaces, things along that nature, to allow us to also rank in image search, which these images do. Over here, this should be the H1. I like to use the H1 as something different than the product title, a little bit shorter, a little bit more descriptive, because again, this is what's catching the eye. But for the most part, you can just make it what the product is, but as descriptive as possible. Pricing, free shipping, markup here with the reviews high up. Bullet points here are really important. To me, I like to use these to summarize what the product is, the benefits, and then also jamming in as many keywords as possible. So you can see here, white replacement shoelaces, it tells you what it is, even though it says it here, just reiterate it. Flat shoelaces, these ones are 72 inches long, also translated into centimeters. The width also into millimeters. Color, plastic tips, and then meant for Jordan 1s with 8 to 9 eyelets. And the UX here is all screwed up, but this was really supposed to be just a one-click checkout with PayPal, which really helped to drive up conversions and the overall performance of the page. Always like to link to other products that they might be looking for, specifically on this website, because there's so many different options and people don't know exactly. We want to push them deeper into other product pages. These also serve as internal links, which help with SEO and crawlability of the website. I like to add in a detailed description here. This is an HTML chart, which really helps to add more rich context to a page, while also really helping the user understand the product, right? So if they can just go to their own shoes, and an eyelet is those holes in your shoe. So if you have 4 to 5 eyelets, then you're going to want sneaker laces between 36 and 45 inches, 8 to 9 eyelets, 72 inches. So these would be for, as you can see, shoes with 8 to 9 eyelets. And then over here, of course, what we did is just listed out a little bit more detail for, this is really just an SEO play here, but really getting in these keywords and some creative copy here to just add a lot more depth to the page without, again, just jamming random words on the page that don't fit with the flow of it. These also internal link to category pages. So 54-inch laces, this has a category page. 63-inch laces, this has a product category page. And then also a link to our guide to lacing Jordan 1. So this is really good too, because we're then associating, we're creating that little silo of content depth on the site around Air Jordan 1s. So we'll talk about it more in the next module when we get into content marketing, but whenever you have products on the site, you're going to want to try and support it with content that you can link together to create more context and depth on the site and trust and authoritativeness around that topic. This is probably my favorite part down here though. Again, the design's a little bit screwed up, but what we did is we had our designer add in these little tiles here, and these are just images, and you can see the alt tag here that adds in just a ton of different semantics on the page. So these shoelaces are specifically for Air Jordan 1s. So what we did is we just put a little section that said these 72-inch laces are compatible with all of the top searched Air Jordan 1 colors, right? So what we're doing is we're associating all these different styles of Air Jordan 1s with these shoelaces. So if somebody is searching for Carmine replacement laces, this page ranks. If someone is searching for the Los Angeles Air Jordan 1 replacement laces, this page ranks. So we're adding in a lot more context to the page. We're also making it look better. This is a lot more engaging. If you are a fan of Jordans, if you're looking for Jordan 1 laces, people always like to look at pictures. I know that. But it's also adding those keywords in, and it's also, again, helping with that conversion ability, because it's helping people understand even more, or beating them over the head now, that these shoelaces are perfect for Air Jordan 1s. That's it. And then just down here, we pushed into customer reviews. So that was just a quick overview of how to optimize an e-commerce page for on-page, just an example. As we keep going through this, make sure to check the Slack channel. I'll be doing a lot more of these live reviews. On page is really, really important, something that's always misunderstood. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. I'm here. See you in the next video.